Mr. Speaker, the right honourable gentleman told this House on the 22nd of June that the government had denied a loan to Sheffield Forgemasters because the owners, and I quote, did not want to dilute their own shareholding in the company. But we now know that in private, the right honourable gentleman admitted to the chief executive of the company, and I quote, that you made clear to me your own willingness to dilute your equity share. Now, Mr. Speaker, yesterday my right honourable friend, the Shadow Business Secretary, asked you about this, and you ruled that if a minister makes a factual error in a statement to the House, it is preferable that he or she should correct that error in the House. Will the right honourable gentleman now correct this error?
On Sheffield Forgemasters, Mr. Speaker, the right honourable gentleman knows that the problem was simply one of affordability. Lord Mandelson was writing out cheques to companies like Forgemasters, which he knew would bounce. All the while writing in his memoirs, I quote, "We were deep in a pit of debt and still digging." That was what was wrong. What was wrong to pretend that there could be government assistance for a great company like Sheffield Forgemasters when, as the former Chief Secretary of the Treasury said, there was no money left.
The question is, the Prime Minister told this House on the 7th of July, the question is whether it is an appropriate use of taxpayers' money to give it to a business which could raise that money by diluting its shareholding. Now that it is clear that the basis on which both he and the Prime Minister made the decision to refuse the loan was simply wrong, will he reconsider that decision?
That wasn't a question, it was a sort of dissertation. Mr. Speaker, he talks about openness and transparency. What would have been more open and transparent would have been if Lord Mandelson and his government had admitted